Hey guys, so this is going to be a video, just kind of like an intro to the project that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. And I actually tried to make this video probably about a year ago, thinking I was going to get ready to get into the project, and I never did, just didn't have time and the money. And I still don't know right now if I'm going to be able to do, to go ahead and get on it like I want to. But I had a little bit of motivation to come out here and start working on it today, so I thought I'd try to remake this intro video just to help keep that motivation rolling. So anyways, the project is this boat that I'm sitting in right now. I know you can't really see much of it, but I'll show you some more video of it here in a second. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you might have seen it in the background with some of the videos that I've posted, but it's a 19-foot sport craft, like cuddy cabin boat, and I think it's like a 1973. I believe that's what the title says on it. Just an old fiberglass boat that my dad bought for me and my brother and him back in like 2003, and we've used this boat, for everything, like fishing, skiing, camping. This is like a just all-purpose boat that we used it for out on the lake where I used to live, where we grew up at. And we moved off the lake about 3 years ago, I think now, and it had been sitting for a couple years before that because we took the 90-horse Johnson V4 that we had on this boat that came on it when we bought it. It's like an 83, I think, and we put that on the Checkmate that you guys have seen in some of the other videos. Because my brother wanted something a little faster, and we all kind of did. So we didn't have enough money to buy another outboard, so we just swapped the engine over. So the plan is to get another outboard, a bigger outboard for the Checkmate, and then put the 90 horse back on here, because it did good on this boat for just cruising around. And like I said, we used to ski behind this thing. If you pitch the prop right and everything, it does just fine. So that's the plan, but it's gonna need some work before I put the engine back on it. We've put at least like 2 floors in it, I think, since we got it, and I think it's probably time for a new one. It's not too bad right now, and like I said, I'll show you here in a second. But it does need a little work. This was never meant to be like a fancy boat. This is just like a cheap boat we used to leave sitting out in the lake, anchored out there, buoyed, and just get in it and go, and have fun on it. We had so many good times on this thing, and I want to get it back out on the water so I can enjoy it again. Okay guys, so let me just show you around the boat a little bit. I've already pulled out the carpet. I actually pulled that out like almost a year ago when I decided to start working on this thing, and unbolted the seat boxes that my dad had made a long time ago. And I'm kind of in the middle of taking off this rotten top here, and also kind of inspecting the floor a little bit. I already pulled off some of the old fiberglass pieces here that were coming up, and just kind of looking at the floor. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was, like externally. I don't know what it looks like underneath, but I think I want to pull it up anyways. That may be a mistake. I should just leave it alone because it feels pretty solid, but I do want to look at the stringers and see what they look like. And it is kind of bowed up back there in the seam, and then that back piece there, it looks a little rough. So I don't know. I mean, I don't have an outboard for it. That's the one that was on it, the 90 horse Johnson. So I want to do something with these seat boxes. They were okay when we were small, because me and my brother could run through here and walk under the doorway into the cabin without even ducking, but now I almost hit my head on the roof when I'm in here. So kind of need a little more room, and these things are heavy, so I would like to do something there. I thought about getting like just longer poles and bolting them to the floor, but it seems like a lot of weight and a lot of leverage on like a small point there, so I guess if the floor is okay, it's probably fine, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not, so I'll think about it. Maybe just make these smaller. But there's some of the aluminum plates that came off the back of the transom. My dad had them sandwiched together just to help give a little more strength to the transom. And there was a bigger aluminum plate that we took off and put on the checkmate there. So probably not going to take that off the checkmate, because if we move the engine over here, we're probably going to have another engine to go back on there. Whoever knows when that's going to be, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'll probably think about getting another aluminum plate somewhere for it, just to help give some more strength. And you know, I would like to figure out a little bit nicer, like electrical stuff. It's got this little panel in here, like a little fuse box for some cabin lighting there, and I think it was for like the bow lights and that kind of stuff, but never really worked all that well. We got a light up here too, but just kind of picking it around, and you know, I haven't studied this thing in years, so just kind of figuring it out as I go along. So I just wanted to show you this, and in a minute maybe I'll show you the outside, so we'll see you then. Alright, so this is the outside of the old girl. I got the rest of the top off, the old top, and started picking at the floor a little bit, but didn't do a whole lot. But yeah, this is what she looks like on the outside. It's a good looking boat, really. I don't know if I said it before, but 19 feet long, approximately. And she's always been a good riding boat. So definitely dirty on the outside, but a little bit of bleach and some scrubbing cleaned that up a lot. I put those pinstripes on there when I was just first starting to get into pinstriping. May have to redo those if I repaint the stripes sometime. But yeah, I guess that's all for now, unless I decide in the next week or so to do a little more and film it. You know, I may put it in this video, but yeah, just wanted to give you kind of an overview of how the boat looks right now and kind of the plans for it, and just to kind of document it for myself as well, see what she looked like now. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, so I'm in the cabin boat right now. I decided to do a little more work on it today. Since I made that last video clip, I'll probably put these couple clips together just so it's a little bit longer. But as you can see, I got the rest of the rotten top off, and that came off pretty easy. So I would like to go back with something like canvas or something like that, kind of original. But you know, we'll see how it goes. But right now I'm working on the floor, and the you know, I could tell the floor was a little bit rotten in a few places, but it wasn't all that bad. But I wanted to, you know, kind of get it up anyways, just because I don't know what the stringers look like, and I'm kind of glad I did, because there's pretty much no stringers left. It looks like it's just the fiberglass shell at this point. I don't see any wood in those fiberglass shells there. So I already like drew the floor out, like a diagram of it, and took measurements and everything, so I should know, you know, have a general idea. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like, what I got so far. I just got the back part of the floor up here. Okay, so here's what we're dealing with. There's some of the pieces of the floor that I just pulled up. These are the stringers here, and as you can see, they all have these big holes in them. I'm not sure what they're for, but there's nothing in there. I can feel a little bit of wood down at the bottom. You can see a piece of wood here, and it's wet right now. And then looks like somebody had tried to patch some 2x4s on, going all the way to the back. I'm not sure if the original stringers, these three middle ones, went all the way to the back or not. I don't know. It looks like the wood that, you know, was added, you know, years ago was probably okay. but just taking it all out right now, just because I want to get a fresh start on this thing. And you know, I figured the stringers would be pretty bad, but I didn't know they would be gone, you know, pretty much non-existent. I'm surprised this boat hasn't like buckled or something. I guess the hole's pretty thick, and this fiberglass is really strong. It's pretty thick here, and I don't know all that much about fiberglass boat construction. I know a little bit, but anyways, just kind of taking it all in, and looks like it's probably gonna be, you know, about as much work as I thought it was, you know. But I guess I'm gonna have to just finish getting the rest of this old fiberglass and wood and crap out, and try to take up this front part of the floor. There's a couple sections here I think are what was put in it at some point, so hopefully that'll make it a little easier for me to get out. I guess I gotta get these seat boxes out of here somewhere. I don't want the seats to get ruined, because they're not too bad right now. They're okay. I think we got new ones at some point. So, and then probably have to go up into the cabin and pull some of that out. Not sure how much yet, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how much video I'm gonna get like while I'm doing stuff. I would like to get some of that, but it's kind of hard if I'm just using my phone for a camera. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a slow project because I don't have that much time to work on it, and don't have tons of disposable income to spend on this thing. But I'm not looking to do like a, you know, complete restoration on this thing. I just want it to be solid so I can use it. But anyways, let me get back to work. Got a few more hours I can work on this thing probably. Alright guys, so I haven't done too much more to it. Just got kind of rid of most of the foam there, and started pulling up this piece here, but it's in there a little better. It's not quite as rotten, the piece of plywood anyways. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and quit for today. I got work in the morning. I'm just getting a little bit late. So but I did kind of look at the transom a little bit, and the transom wood is pretty much gone as well. So you know, I figured that was going to be needing doing. So I just got to figure out how to kind of approach that. And yeah, so I'll probably go ahead and put these clips together and upload them. So stay tuned for the next parts. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a slow project, but hopefully I'll get the ball rolling on this thing and get some work done on it. You know, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, well, this, you know, this boat's not worth it, and it probably isn't, you know, money-wise, but I think I mentioned in the intro to this video that this is the boat that I grew up on. We've had it since I was a kid. You know, me and my brother were so small we could walk up and through the cabin there without even ducking our heads. You know, so we've had it that long, and I always loved this boat. We did everything on it, so I want to fix it. You know, I know I can. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to have a little bit of a learning curve, but you know, I've done stuff like this before, so shouldn't be a big deal. So I'm not going to spend a ton of money on it. You know, like I said, I'm not going to do like a full restoration on it, but I do want to get it solid so I can use it. And you know, maybe someday my kids can use it if I have kids, which I hope I do. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video, I guess.